Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I know it's been a long time since I've made a video, but today I just thought I'd bring out a quick video just showing off my strategy guide collection so far. I haven't actually been collecting for that long, I'd say a month and a half, maybe 2 months, and I don't know, I used to collect them years back, but I just kind of got bored of it and stopped collecting them, and I only had a fair few. Nothing big like I do now, but I just started recently collecting them again, and I just thought I'd just make a quick video showing off my collection of what I've got so far. So starting off, they are in no particular order, they're just in a random stack what I've got here. Most of these I got from the same area, and there's a couple that I got from my local game shop. If you live in the UK, you would know that shop. So the first one is Far Cry 3. This is probably still my favourite Far Cry game to this day. And as you can see, a lot of them will be this primer one. I think that's how you say it. But yeah, I'll just quickly show you the front and back of each one. But Far Cry 3 is that one. Next we have Ratchet & Clank: A Crack in Time. This one is quite a really nice cover on it, really colourful. This wasn't one of the worst Ratchet & Clank games, but it's you know, it's not the best, but it's still nice to have the strategy guide. I'm not into collecting any certain ones. I'm just after collecting any that look good and in good condition, because I just like to collect them as I go along. This one is the one that's Brandy Games, as you can see there. There's quite a lot of these make. A few of them on the spines have, for some reason, have this. It's lost its colour a bit, which is a bit disappointing. But I assume the previous owner just didn't, you know, maybe had them in the sun or something and coming through the window. And a lot of these are from a previous collector as well, so that's why they're in pretty good condition. Like these two Ratchet & Clank ones. This one's Ratchet & Clank All For One. A lot of these that are in good condition, like I say, are from a collector. I went into a local shop called Loft Ladder, which is in Southampton. It's like it just sells retro games and consoles and things like that. And he had someone come in and sell his whole collection of strategy guides, and I was quite interested in that. He was selling them at like £5 to about £8 a pop, and it was pretty good. Usually I don't buy anything from him, just for the fact that his stock's rather expensive, and I haven't got the money to buy that stuff, and I'm not really interested in it. But when I saw these, I couldn't, you know, I couldn't resist. So yeah, I don't know if you saw the back of that one actually very well, but there you are. Next one, this one here is one I had since I started collecting. I know this one hasn't been out for that long, but this is Batman Arkham Knight, and it's still in pretty good condition from when I bought it. It's just this one sat in my loft. Really hefty one as well. It's got some weight to it, and it still actually has its like new printed smell, which is quite weird. Let me just make sure they're a decent stack. Next one here, this one here I got from my local game shop. Like I said, this is one of the shops I got. This is another primer one. Is it? Yeah, I assume that is how you say it. But yeah, this is Destiny 2. Never played Destiny, but I saw it, and a lot of these actually as well, they're trying, in the game shop, they're trying to get rid of them, so they're literally selling them £2-3 a pop, which is so good. They're still in pretty good condition, and I think they just want to get rid of them really. So yeah, these only cost like a couple quid each, so that's really nice. I think there's one that cost me like £12.99, which, because it was still quite a brand new one. I'll tell you which one that is when I get to it. This one here is Mafia 2. This one is one from the Loft Ladder, which is the retro place, because it's got this, it's got that little tag up there, which I still need to remove actually. but this is the back of it. There's a spine shot as well if you want to see that. This one here, which I actually forgot I even had this one, but this is Max Payne 3. Really good. Again, got this. They feel really dusty, don't know why. This one here is Max Payne 3 from the Retro Place. It's got the same tag on there again. Really like this cover. I really love the front cover. Plus, it's done by Rockstar, so it's a really good game. I'm sure you all probably know about the game. Also, let me know what you think of the setup that I've got going. I've got my shelf in the background with my new camera with the wide angle lens on, so hopefully it comes out really good and in 4K. Next one, LA Noire, or however you want to pronounce it, that's how I would say it. Again, this is from the Retro Place, and you can really tell that this has been looked after by this collector. There's no marks or anything on them. So I'm very happy to have these. I do want to eventually get a shelf set up on the back wall and have them on display, but at the moment I'm just storing them on the side of my desk, so it's not the best solution. Here is one of my favourite games, Uncharted, the Uncharted series. This is Uncharted 2. This is Among Thieves, that's one. Yeah. Really good cover. This is one of the first shots you see when he's on the train, or the tram, I think it is. It's like a tram kind of train. This one here, this one I bought off eBay actually. This one I've had for quite a while, but this is one of my favourite games of all times, and most people that know me will know that. This is Kingdom Hearts. This is Kingdom Hearts 2. To be precise. It's in this really big kind of hard case, and it's got a couple books in it. There are different versions of this that you can get, or different covers. It's a bit hard to show it off because it's really heavy and it's quite bulky, but yeah, that's quite a nice one to have. It's like a collector's edition, I think. It doesn't actually say if it is, I don't think, but as far as I know, it is a collector's edition. Next one here, this is one I just recently picked up from another Retro Place in Southampton, which is called Retro Hut, and this is GTA 5. I just asked him if he had any strategy guides going for sale, and he said he might have a GTA 1 lying about, so that's really nice that I got that. This one's got a tiny bit of wear and tear in the corners, but it's actually in really good condition, and the top has a bit of a rough sort of where the label's been, but other than that it's in really good condition, and another good game from Rockstar as usual. Okay, this one here I won't really class this as a strategy guide. It is, but it's Disney Infinity 2.0, and this one's Disney Infinity 2.0 as well. They're the two different ones. They're the Marvel and the Disney version of them, and they basically just tells you about the characters and the all the moves and all the different things that you can do. So it's technically a strategy guide, but it's not one of the best ones I've got. This one here, this one's really nice because this is a collector's edition, and this probably only cost me, what did this cost me, £6-7 quid maybe. I can't remember exactly, but it's really cheap, so I couldn't resist to get this one. Couldn't let it go, and it's a hardback. It's the collector's edition, and it says here only in the collector's edition on the back. They're still sealed as well, mind you, which is really nice. And I think, as far as I know, it's the same as the normal one which I've got as well. That has this is only the multiplayer, as far as I know. It doesn't actually say on here, but because it's just a plain cover, and on the back it doesn't actually say. No, but that's Call of Duty World War II. Really nice to have that. Another one, this one, I'm a bit disappointed I opened this one actually, because it's the material that's made of, and it can get quite dirty, but This was brand new and sealed as well. This was The Evil Within 2. Again, this was only a couple quid, and really nice one. Haven't played this game yet. It's one that I haven't got around to playing yet, but it does look pretty good. But yeah, it's got this almost. It's meant to feel like almost like a leathery book, but it has like a weird texture, and it can pick up dirt quite easily. This one here is actually probably the last one I got or picked up actually, because I got this off Amazon, and I knew if I left it too long they'd probably sell out and I won't be able to get it, at least brand new anyway. This is Far Cry 5. These are the only 2 Far Cry ones I have so far, Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 5. And this has the bonus game world poster included. So that's really nice. It's quite bulky on the back, you can see that's where it is. It's kind of bulges out, you probably can't tell, but again, sealed at the moment. I might open this one, but I don't know yet. If you want to see a separate video of an unboxing of this one, please let me know in the comments below and I will do that. So that's that. This one here is probably one of the smallest strategy guides that I have, and I saw this because it was a Crash one and I wanted to pick it up, so yeah, before it sort of sold. And this is Crash Bash, and yeah, this one's I'm not quite sure why you would want this one as a strategy guide, but it's still nice to have, and it is the smallest one. So let me just check it's still recording. Yep. Next one is, this one's a really big one, Killzone 3. One of the first games to come out on PS, or series wise. Killzone was one of the first series to come out on PS3, and it's a hefty one, really big hefty one. I've never played this game, but I couldn't resist as well to get this up because it was a couple quid and it was in really good condition. The only thing I'll say about this one is, for some reason, I think maybe when they were printing it or where it's been folded, there's a fold that doesn't reach the end, if you see what I mean, and it's a bit uneven, but other than that it's in perfect working order. Now this one, this is still my favourite too this time. It's and again, for like I say, getting it really cheap, is the collector's edition or the limited edition, whatever you want to call it, for Uncharted 3. Now this one is absolutely amazing. It's kind of got that old rustic feel, like it's supposed to be like an old book, and it's got gold sort of borders and font, and it's so nice. The inside of it's really nice as well. It's a shame this one wasn't sealed, because I'd love to keep this sealed, but it's still that this one actually, funny enough, wasn't on the shelf with the rest of them, all these ones that I've picked up, that were owned by the collector. These were actually backstage, sort of in storage for now, because he just didn't have enough room to put them out. And he did say, he goes, oh, you can come back and have a look to see what my Alexa just went off then. You can have a look to see what ones I've got backstage. So I had a look, and that's where I found the Crash one. I found the 2 Ratchet and Clank ones and the Uncharted. When I saw that, I had to pick this one up. Definitely, I couldn't let this one slide, because it's just one of my favourites, and Uncharted being one of my favourite series, I couldn't resist. Also, this was actually, these 2 were ones at the back as well when I saw these, and these are two of the Jak and Daxter games, and this one being the second one, which is probably my favourite one out of these 2, and really nice to have. Again, perfect working order. One. I think they're both done by Brandy Games, should I say? But this one's like a collector's edition or a special edition, because it hasn't actually got it on the front. But yeah. Next one is Resident Evil 5. Probably is this one that I say is one of my favourite ones. I think 4 is still my favourite for pastime that I played personally. 5 was pretty good as well, but I do also like the new twist that they've done with the 7th one. So that's really good. The 6th game I didn't really like at all, but you know, that happens. There is also a collector's edition one of this that I'm looking at getting from someone, so hopefully I will be able to do that. This one here is Alan Wake. Pretty good game. I originally played this when it came out on Steam, and it's an absolute brilliant game. They've also got a sequel to it that I haven't got around to playing, or it's like a little follow-up game. Really good game. I would recommend playing this one, and again, really good condition. That getting closer to the end. This one here I actually recommended to my mate to get, because this one was ridiculous how cheap this one is. It was something like 90p or something stupid like that. It was so cheap. But this one is Assassin's Creed Origins. Still haven't got around to playing this game yet, but it does it does look quite good. The graphics look really good, and I would like to get into playing this eventually. Again, it's another hefty one, I assume because it's a massive game and there's a lot of collectibles and stuff to get. But yeah, absolutely massive, that one. Here is another sealed one, which was the one that actually cost me the most out of all buying these strategy guides, which was £12.99, because it's the new Ultra Sun and Moon. Sorry, no, this one's the original one. The next one, sorry, yeah, this one was only a couple of quid. I thought this was the Ultra one. This one only cost me a couple of quid because it's the older one, so they wanted to just flog it and get rid of it. And this was at my local game shop, and it's still sealed, so brilliant to have this. I do want to get all the Pokemon ones eventually, even though, like Emerald and Blue, and my mate's got every single one from the original ones, which is, I'm like really just that he has those. I would like to pick those up, but those are probably really expensive to get, and to find them in good condition at least anyway. But I am trying to collect all the later ones as well. I've got a Pokemon Platinum coming, and that I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, this is Sun and Moon. Next we've got Ultra Sun and Moon, which I just said again, this is sealed, and this one cost me, this was the one that cost me the most. It was like £12.99, being that Ultra Sun and Moon has only just come out, so they were selling it still for still a reasonable price, because usually they're like 15 quid brand new, but it's nice to have. So it's in a weird sealed protection one, this, but I think it's retail one, so that's really nice to have. Next one is a collector's edition of Destiny 2. This is the second Destiny 2 one I have. I also think there's another collector's edition one. I didn't know if it was of Destiny 2 or if it was the original one, but I have seen one online somewhere. Again, this one's sealed as well. I've never really gotten into Destiny, like I said, never played it, so it doesn't really appeal to me. But to have the strategy guide, it looks really nice, and I actually think if I was to open this one, it would look quite nice with the what they've got there, which is quite cool. But yeah, that one's quite a nice hefty one. Another collector's edition one is what's this one called? Wolfenstein 2. I've never got around to playing the Wolfenstein games, but I actually do want to play these, and I did almost buy these. One of them off Steam, I think, when they came. Actually, I think it was this one when it came out. But yeah, another collector's edition one, sealed, brand new, and it's a hardback one. Really nice to have. Then the last two. This one here is the Call of Duty World War II standard edition one, and when I said before, I think that one's still only multiplayer as well, because it has the same back cover, and this does actually say multiplayer guide on the back, on the front, sorry. And on the back, it's pretty much the same as the collector's edition, apart from the minor collector stuff that you get with that one. But it does come with a free e-guide apparently, which is quite nice. So yeah, I assume they're both just the multiplayer. And then the last one, which is another Rockstar one, which was one of my favourite games back in the day, and this was my first ever strategy guide, funny enough. Absolutely brilliant game, The Warriors. I've seen the movie. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend it. And they made it into a video game, or Rockstar did. and they did an absolute brilliant job. And yeah, this was my first ever strategy guide, and I really enjoyed the game. So, and this one I actually got off my uncle back in the day, because I wouldn't have been able to get this because it was actually I was too young at the time to actually have this. So that was quite nice. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I do hope you enjoyed this quick video just showing off my strategy guide collection. If you'd like to see a more up-to-date version of my strategy guides, just let me know in the comments below and I would do so. So as always, please comment, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.